Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot a friend. Welcome back. And I smile when I think how you must have been.
Greetings, members and friends of FCC Rochester, to our time for This Is Me this week. Our two topics that I've been asked to share in earlier weeks were if I have any traditions or things that I do during different seasons of especially the Christian year. And the other part is, have I ever been on TV before? So for the holidays or different seasons in the year, we're coming up on Advent that starts on Sunday the 28th. So what I usually do for Advent is traditionally an Advent calendar of some sort, usually chocolate. Right now we're at church, we're doing Advent Conspiracy, which is a book and a movement about more important things to give, like your time, help those in need, spend time with people that are homeless or are going through a rough time. So those kind of things that I've done the last couple of years as part of the holiday season. What I'm doing right now is a couple weeks ago I preached about Mr. Rogers and what an impact Mr. Rogers had on the world, not just for kids but for adults as well. So recently, to be more kind of positive in the world we live in, as I started watching some of the early episodes, 1968, of Mr. Rogers, and watching one of those every day or a couple times a week, just a different Mr. Rogers episode. And that's kind of my new habit. It's a ministry kind of thing for me, since Mr. Rogers was an ordained minister, and it just helps me out to be more of a make more of a difference in my life. Now, when it comes to the season of Lent, kind of like I said with the Advent Conspiracy, something I do was inspired by another movement. So I do what's called Operation Relent, the season of Lent-less. So Operation Relentless is about trying to make a difference every day, or at least a couple times a week, to make a positive impact on the world as a follower of Jesus or a believer. So that may be from paying it forward at a fast food drive-through for the next person or next couple people, trying to make somebody smile, holding a door for somebody. It doesn't have to be monumental or miraculous things, but just making a difference. So that's Operation Relentless when it comes to the season of Lent. So the second part of that is, have I ever been on TV? So I was on TV once as a little child at a family festival we always go to, Cheese Days in Monroe, Wisconsin. That's held every 2 years. So when I was, I believe, a toddler, that I was up there and Tommy Thompson was running for governor of Wisconsin, and Tommy, in one of his political ads, held me up because I had something that said Tommy on my outfit, and there I was on TV for, at least in Wisconsin. The next time that I was aware of being on TV was when I was at my previous community, actually last year in 2020, being the head gardener of the gardens that I started at church for the food pantry that I was the director of. So I was interviewed with one of the Toledo news stations. What's going on in the food pantry? How are we dealing with the pandemic and fluctuating numbers with COVID, since we are a shopping food pantry just like the one with Neighborhood House at FCC. And then also an explanation of what's going on in the garden. What was so special about it? Was there anything special that was being done with, rain barrel irrigation, which we were working with, and composting almost everything that we were throwing out, and then recycling our cardboard. So I was involved in that for being TV or locally famous. And then there's an ongoing library, interlibrary project that was being done, interviewing people that were making a difference in the community. So in my previous community, I was one of the guests, so they did a spotlight piece on me and starting the garden, what had inspired me, kind of how I got into ministry, and what the goals for the food pantry were, and that kind of inspiration. So I was proud to be on there, especially being a young person in the community and not grown up in the area, and being the second person they chose after interviewing the previous mayor, and what, as a young person, what drew him into being involved in what he did. So perhaps there's a time that you would like to share about you being on the news or on TV, or even a habit or tradition that you do, especially with us coming up about Advent. Maybe you have always doing Advent calendars, or did when you were a younger age, or maybe something it's like making a Jesse tree or a Christmas tree with different ornaments that you've decorated or made yourself. So that's our This Is Me for the week. I'd love to hear from you in our comment section, and I hope to see you on Sunday. May it be so. Amen.